What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Shiba Inu today at the request of Mr. Ramel Harvey, or I just always say Harvey. I think you put your last name in first, unless your last name is Harvey and your first name is Ramel. Whatever it is, man, it's a cool name. But shout out to Harvey himself. We're talking about Shiba today. Let's see, from a low point to a high point. Come on now, there we go, low to high. You did tip your 618, your golden ratio, and you had a nice bounce. Nice to see. Good job, Shiba. It's a very powerful chart. It's a very nice looking chart. I wouldn't be surprised if you moved up to your 382 and then moved down from there. If you did move above your 382, well, that would look really good. That would actually imply that this could be your low and that you might be looking to move higher. I suppose it is dependent on what Doge does. Shiba does, as much as they want to separate themselves from Doge, it just can't seem to get away from the Doge club. So whenever Doge moves down, whenever Doge moves up, it tends to be good or bad for Shiba. But Shiba definitely moved up more on this pump than Doge did. Anyways, moving back up to your 382 after bouncing on your 618, that's a very common thing to do. So I'm going to call for that 402106. I think that's where you're going to go. This is the weekly time frame. It could happen over the next week. It could happen over the next 2 weeks. Is this the long term or is this the short term? Oh, that is the long term. I was like, that looks odd. There we go. There we go. That's a bit more normal. Yeah, I think you move up. Daily RSI looks fine. Looks like you want to move up. 4-hour RSI looks very strong. You might move down rather immediately. Perhaps you move down to 401664. You're at 4018 right now. But it would be a higher low relative to this low, relative to that. It'd be a higher low. I think you're working up to your 382. It does remain to be seen what we do afterwards, because this weekly RSI, to be fair, it would make more sense to me. It doesn't, just because it would make more sense to me doesn't mean it has to happen, but it would make more sense to me that if you move up, you would probably come down, reject this 50, 45 area, whatever, reject it, come back down to your oversold area, and maybe by the end of the year, sometime in October to December, that's whenever you actually start making strides higher. But you might go lower than this low. That could be your low, but don't be surprised, don't be sad. Shiba's not broken. If you do something like this, right, and you work your way down, and it could take this long. Maybe it doesn't take that long. Maybe it is faster. Maybe you move up and then you move down a lot faster. Who knows? But kind of like that. Maybe it's sometime in August or September that you're down here, but you could move all the way down to your 069. This is an area that you've previously found resistance at right here. Get rid of all these ugly lines and actually bring that back up there, right? You found resistance here twice, pulling back and finding support down there. That's not uncommon. Plus, it's still in your golden ratio zone, so it doesn't mean it's broken if you go below this low. That's all I'm trying to say. It's very, very common to reject your 382 and then either form a higher low, go below the 618, tip right off the 618, whatever. Hopefully on this second attempt you don't go like down there. I don't think that would happen, but I think finding a low somewhere in this area, it just kind of lines up with these lows here. Maybe again, not in November or December. I keep drawing it over there, but like sometime in August or September. Maybe for the remainder of this month you move up and then down, but that's kind of the best that I have. The short-term time frames certainly would agree with that. And I got nothing else to say. So if you liked the video, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more. I do think Shiba has the absolute potential to see new all-time highs. I was very skeptical throughout this whole range if it would, but this move it got rid of my skepticism. I do think that it has the potential to see new all-time highs. And if it does see new all-time highs from a current high point to a low point here, that could be as high as 30185, 3047. It can get up there. You're at 4018 now, so absolutely it could go higher than that even, but time will tell. Let's just keep it grounded and stick with those numbers for now. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.